If you're interested in buying a home this year, it's important to note that the rules have changed. Today, we're going to give you the 5 tips and tricks to help you win a home in today's market. I'm Taylor with the Silver Welch Collective.
And I'm James. Now, number 1 is the market education. As a prospective buyer, you can't be expected to win a house unless you have a full understanding as to what the market's showing us and what other people are doing. So we can look back on the history of the recent sales, which will give us a good indicator as to what sellers are accepting in terms of purchase prices and terms and that sort of thing. Also, what other buyers are actually writing up in terms of the offer. When you have a good idea for what other people are doing, you can then be realistic about what you need to do to be competitive.
And it's important to note too, we can't control what other buyers are willing to pay for a property. So you just got to educate yourself on the market and put your best foot forward, right?
Yep, take emotions out of the equation.
Brings us to number 2, your offer contingencies. In today's market, you have to be extremely aggressive with your contingencies that are involved in your offer. Some common ones we speak about are home inspections, financing contingencies. So whenever it comes to your inspection contingency, in some cases, you might be able to waive it. We don't really advise that, but being extremely aggressive on that period that you're asking for to do your home inspections. Whenever it comes to the financing piece, really knowing where you're at whenever it comes to your money situation and how much you can afford. In most cases, you're having to pay the difference in the appraised value or come out of pocket to make up an X amount of price that you're offering straight from the get-go with your initial offer.
Number 3 is the speed of your decision making and also speed to the market. So in the current state of the market, we have less than a month's worth of supply. What that means is that there's nowhere near enough homes for the number of buyers. So the days of seeing something online, stewing on it for a day or two, going to see it, taking another couple of days before you even write up an offer just do not exist for the homes that are competitively priced and have a lot of attention. So what you have to do is monitor the market. When something becomes available, you act quickly to get out there and take a look, and then don't spend too long dwelling on it and thinking on it. Hopefully by already doing your education piece to knowing what's going on, you can make a quick and informed decision on if that's the right property and what you need to do to win it in a multiple offer situation.
Number 4, alternative or creative offer terms. So with these topics, there's whole videos we can do on these things, but there are some things called Ribbon, which allows you the ability to make your financed offer a cash offer, or HomeLight has a similar program. Also, the Compass Bridge Loan program is great because it helps you bridge that gap between buying and selling. In this market, it's really tough to sell your home and buy at the same time. So we used to be able to make your purchase contingent upon your home selling. Anymore, that kind of hurts you. Going back to number 2, the more contingencies that you add, the less favorable your offer is going to look to the seller. So also from the buyer perspective, you've got to be prepared to potentially offer a seller a post-occupancy. That's becoming extremely common because the seller doesn't have that same ability that they did before to sell and buy at the same time.
Number 5 is having a realistic expectation for both you as a buyer and also of the market in general. We get asked all the time, I want to have a good deal. And the reality is the good deal in today's market is very simply winning a property, which is more than likely a multiple offer situation. So with that, we have to draw on all of the other points that we talked about, have a bit of a step back, look at it from the other person's perspective. If you're looking at the equation and going, I don't think this house is worth that and I want to come in under market value, from a seller's stance, if they've got 4 other offers or 10 other offers that are all over, you're just kind of onto a lose-lose. So it's taking a step back, evaluating and being realistic as to where the market is.
Most sellers aren't willing to negotiate. So you have to come in with that offer that you're willing to stick with and not expect some sort of back and forth negotiation.
Right.
Well, these are the 5 tips and tricks to help you buy a home in today's market. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it informative, please like, subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. We'd be happy to help you find your next property.